Now, some breaking news now coming in, and sources have told NDTV that the PMO complex will now be called Seva Teerth. This after the Prime Minister had recently spoken of how we need to shed the Macaulay mindset or the colonial mindset. So sources now saying that a workplace designed to reflect the spirit of service where national priorities take shape. So this is a step given what the Prime Minister said about abandoning a colonial mindset, and now instead of being called the Prime Minister's office complex is now going to be called Seva Teerth to reflect this sentiment of service to the people, and Teerth, a pilgrim place. So Seva Teerth or Seva Place is what the PMO complex will now be called. Let's go across to Vasudha Venugopal now for more. Vasudha, tell us more about what sources are telling you the reasons for this change in name.
In the last many years, we've seen that several buildings which have a colonial legacy have been transformed, not just in terms of their structure, but also in terms of their name. So that's why we saw Rajpath become Kartavya Path. So Central Secretariat now has become Kartavya Bhavan. There's been a complete change in Lutyens as well. We saw a new parliament come up. Now the new PMO complex is going to be called Seva Teerth, and Seva Teerth has been named so to also represent a sense of commitment, a service and duty, and this is aligned with the Prime Minister's philosophy of keeping the nation first. And all Raj Bhavans across the country are also being renamed as Lok Bhavans, so that there is shedding of not just colonial past but also a feudal mindset. There's nobody who's a Raja here. Everybody is part of Praja. It's a democracy. So this is also a move to represent India as a democracy that values its democratic traditions, not just in spirit but also in terms of optics.
All right, so this is a second step. As you said, Vasudha, earlier we did see that all Raj Bhavans are to be called Lok Bhavans, and many have already changed the name, and this after the Prime Minister had spoken about, getting over the Macaulay mindset or shedding all these things of the colonial past, isn't it? So we can expect more such changes in coming days?
Absolutely, and if you look at the Prime Minister's birthday week that follows in the middle of September, even that week around September 17th is called Seva Pakhwada, because the Prime Minister has always made it very clear that Seva or service is very important to him, and this probably he also gets it from the Ramakrishna mission. He's been a devotee, he's been a follower of that mission. It's shaped his personality in formative years, and it goes by service to mankind, a service to God. This is something that Prime Minister often speaks about, and hence in the next few days we can also expect a lot of these changes, because names do represent a large part of who we are, and this is how a lot of these buildings, architecture is being redefined, renamed to show that India is getting out of its colonial legacy and representing something that's truly Indian.